Well, lots of different organisations with lots of different views about what will happen on Monday. Theo Malele is the spokesperson for the National Taxi Association. He joins us now. Theo, for the Alliance, my apologies. Theo Malele, good afternoon to you. Will your members be taking part in the EFF's action on Monday?
Well, good afternoon to you, Stephen, and good afternoon to the viewers out there. No, we certainly would not be part of that.
What's going to happen if EFF members try and block roads on Monday?
Well, obviously, if they do that, that will be sheer anarchy. Then law enforcement agencies must come to play.
Will your members try and continue anyway?
Well, our members have been, told to be vigilant, look out for the safety of our passengers, our drivers, and our vehicles on Monday. So we will be vigilant. We will be looking out for our businesses.
Do you believe then, as a general principle, that roads should be kept open?
Well, we all have a right to go about our economic activities. No one has a right to stop us from going about our businesses.
So, in other words, no one should block roads?
No one. And if they do, then because we are ruled by law, then the law must be enforced.
Are you worried about a potential for violence on Monday?
Well, it could be that. One is a little bit, disturbed by this, because this is not the only way of resolving the problems that we are faced with as a country. But if these guys are going to go out and become violent, then, then I guess law enforcement must come to the fore, and we would not fold our arms. And we, not that we advocating for countering violence with violence, but we just want to see our operations being seamless, our passengers being safe, and our drivers as well.
It's a complicated situation. We all know the facts on the ground are, that unfortunately the law isn't always obeyed by lots of people. So in this situation, if a taxi driver of one of your members actually comes across a group of people blocking a road, what's your advice to them? What are you telling them to do? Must they keep driving? Must they go around? Must they find another route?
If they can find an alternative route, that would be advisable. If not, they must just turn back, and try and navigate through other, alternative ways of getting to their destinations.
I understand that the EFF had a meeting with the South African National Taxi Council, Santako. Did you have a meeting with them as well or not?
Well, we haven't had a meeting with them.
You didn't invite them, they didn't invite you?
No, we don't normally invite political parties.
Sure. But they didn't invite you? Because someone clearly arranged a meeting with Santako, but it hasn't happened with you.
Well, they haven't. Well, even though they had done that, we would have actually told them exactly what I'm putting across right now.
So nothing would have changed?
Nothing would have changed whatsoever, because we are a business. We're not politicians. Let politicians, battle their, battles the political way, and let us go about our economic activities without any hindrance.
It's difficult to know. I know the taxi industry knows a lot about the country because of what you do, right? In other words, you move people around. So you have quite a lot of data. Are you expecting it to be a busy day on Monday anyway? It is a Monday between public holidays. People who can might go home and might go to, Limpopo, Northwest on holiday from Gauteng, for example, go and see their family. Would you expect Monday to be a relatively quiet day anyway?
I think Monday would be a normal, business day. It would just be, those few people that are following, their leaders into oblivion. That would be, disrupting as far as I'm concerned. And with my ears on the ground, I believe a lot of people that have also called us wanting to know if it will be possible to go about their economic activities. And we said to them, yes, by all means, because we will be, fully in operations.
We've seen in the past, sometimes members of the taxi industry have actually looked after other businesses because these are your customers. Would you be doing that again on Monday? Well,
we certainly have. I mean, truth be told, the unrest that took place July last year, we stood up and we said, not under our watch, because we are busy working at these malls, ferrying people from one point to the next. So we can never allow, anarchists to destroy our livelihoods.
So you want to provide a normal service for commuters, full stop, end of story?
We certainly are doing exactly that.
So, Theo, you know that a lot of what you've just said in your conversation now is likely to be used against you the next time that members of the taxi industry want to go on strike. It has happened that members of the taxi industry have blocked roads before as part of their own protests.
Look, we've never advocated for anarchy. Even our members, before we embark on such activities, they are normally told the do's and don'ts. We've had engagements of this nature where we came out clearly to call on law enforcement agencies, to step in and bring those to book that are actually, causing a mayhem. So we can never allow for that.
I mean, I think the EFF would say they're not calling for anarchy either. They're just engaging in their lawful right to protest, as you have.
Certainly, let them go ahead, do their activities peacefully, and that's it. That's all that we're saying. Let them do whatever that they are planning to do peacefully. Let them also respect our rights for not participating in the activity.
One of the things the taxi industry is able to do quite carefully is coordinate. You're able to communicate with people very quickly. You kind of get a picture of what's going on the ground. If you have a problem in one area, do you send people to help in that area? How does all of that work?
No. Each and every province has its own, coordinates, and they communicate with the ground, and even us at national level. Fortunate to say, I might be fired for saying that we've actually put across an internal communication app that allows us to speak to each and every member of us, whether it's an association, an ordinary member, or a structure. Whatever information that gets disseminated gets sent to them at the press of a button.
So you know what's happening pretty quickly.
Precisely.
Theo Malele, thank you from the National Taxi Association. Really appreciate it.
National Taxi Alliance. Even.
Well, you changed what I'd written down. National Taxi Alliance. Theo Malele, thanks very much indeed. Do appreciate it.